Whitewater's police chief is sending a letter to President Joe Biden about the challenges his city is facing because of immigration.
About 15,000 people live in Whitewater. In the chief's letter, he says 800 to 1,000 immigrants from Nicaragua and Venezuela have come to the city since early 2022. He says it's costly to use translation software to communicate with the immigrants who only speak Spanish. And he says there's a, quote, significant trust barrier between immigrants and law enforcement. The chief says, quote, we see great value in the increasing diversity that this group brings to our community. We simply need to ensure that we can continue to properly serve this group and the entirety of the city of Whitewater. He's asking the federal government for more resources, including additional staffing in his department and an immigrant liaison position. Another city dealing with an influx of migrants is Chicago.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott sent a plane with more than 300 migrants to northern Illinois over the weekend. Leaders in Chicago say that's taxing the city's resources.
And one alder says finding a humane solution to immigration challenges will take a lot of collaboration.
I think it's upon the federal government to make sure that municipalities, state government, federal government work together to save lives.
Republican Representative Tony Gonzalez from Texas says he's working with senators on both sides of the aisle to find a solution, and he says he thinks there's opportunity to pass immigration reform. The White House press secretary says President Biden is focused on passing meaningful immigration reform.
She says there's been progress on finding a compromise both Democrats and Republicans can support.
The president put forward a comprehensive immigration plan because he believed that the system is broken, the immigration system is broken, and it's been broken for decades. Now we are having, we believe, a very productive conversation in Congress with senators on how do we move forward in a bipartisan agreement to deal with the border security.
Wisconsin Republican Congressman Brian Stiles says he'll join House Speaker Mike Johnson and several other Republicans at the southern border tomorrow. Stiles says he thinks the Biden administration's border policies are failing.